appear we are getting a stream now. Go live. Going live. You're live on the vertical stream as well. I can see it. This is handy. This is good. This is fantastic. And speaking of fantastic, I am here to talk about the fact that we as entertainment enthusiasts, theme park fans, whatever you want to call us, crazy people, crazy people, we are eating good at the moment. We're eating very good. First of all, I want to get some news out of the way. I say news. Perhaps this might make some people happy. This might make people sad. So, let's try this out. I'm flicking scenes for both streams, so should work. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, you have until the 30th of May this month, 2024, if you would like to catch Disney Dreams, which returned about a year and a half ago to Disneyland Paris, because they have announced today, out of absolutely nowhere, well, some of us kind of knew it was coming anyway, that Disney Dreams is ending for a return of Disney's Illuminations. That's right, the far inferior product is returning to replace the far superior product. But I pose a question to anybody watching this or watching this back. Are you glad for the change of show, or are you pissed that the show is going back to the inferior version rather than them coming out and saying, you know what, it's time for something new? Because between Disney Dreams and Disney Illuminations, this nighttime spectacular, or pair of nighttime spectaculars they have running at Disneyland Paris, has been running for so damn long now. But we can't really knock it. We can't really blame them when this is the same park that for the 25th anniversary gave us a Star Wars overlay of Space Mountain, a temporary Star Wars overlay of Space Mountain called Star Wars Hyperspace Mountain, which, what are we, 6 years, 7 years down the line, is still there. So this temporary 25th anniversary overlay just never went away. Just never went away. So that, in Disneyland Paris terms, is what temporary means. And once again, we have to look at what they are doing over there. They're building Disney Adventure World, also known as, I guess, Walt Disney Studios 2.0, with a frozen land with one ride in it and a tangled spinning attraction. And that so far has taken them like 5 years of construction, and they're nowhere near done. They're nowhere near done. Now, people can go out and they can blame, you know, the coof and other things like that, but let's face it, Universal have put their bloody heads down and they've gone, we're going to build a $5 billion theme park in the space of ground up about 4 years. And that's not just one land with one ride, people. That is an entire theme park. That is Epic Universe with some of the most immersive themed lands you will ever see in a theme park. Good evening, Shalini. You've been cleaning. Sorry. That's absolutely fine. Whatever. If you're watching on your phone, then watching over on the vertical stream will be good for you. But if you are watching on any other device, just go to the channel and click the other stream, because we are simulcasting. We've got a horizontal stream and a vertical stream going right now. So you've got two choices. You can choose however you wish to view it. So I've done that for you, pour vous, as they say in French. And I am learning French, by the way. I am learning it. Oh, you're on phone, then vertical stream's probably better for you anyway, to be fair, at this particular moment in time. But whilst we are talking about new things being built from the ground up, we have to remember that the public consultation period for Universal Studios Great Britain is over. And it's expected that they will be making a decision on whether or not they move forward with the project very, very soon. However, you don't spend hundreds of millions of pounds on land, start digging it up like they have done, unless you do intend to do something with it, I would say. And it looks like the local government and, in fact, the main government are behind them on this project. So I don't see why. Let me say, the only reason I see with them not moving forward is because they don't have the liquid capital to produce it. Now, if they don't have the liquid capital to build it, then obviously they won't be moving forward. But I think that they do, and I think that they will, because let's face it, we're in 2024, and for both Comcast and Disney, who own these two large theme park empires, shall we say, theme park business is very, very good and profitable at this time. Disney Parks revenues, we saw the earnings call, whilst Disney stock has fallen 10% as a whole since yesterday, swiping billions off the company value, I might add. Disney Parks revenue is actually up. So there is, and Universal Comcast, their parks revenue is just trending upwards. So yeah, that is a thing that is happening. So I think Universal Studios Great Britain has a very good chance of actually going ahead here in the UK. If you think otherwise, let me know, not just here in the live stream, but in the comments as well if you'd like. Now, I want to move, and this is the meat and bones of this stream, okay? Because I want to take a look at a new theme park that many of us have known has been coming for a long time. And it is just mind-blowing that this thing is actually being built. It's out in Saudi Arabia, and it's called Six Flags Qiddiya City, or Six Flags Qiddiya. And it's going to have the world's tallest and fastest roller coaster built by Intamin called Falcon's Flight, which is literally going to dive you off a cliff and then over, I guess, the world's biggest airtime hill. Anyway, let me try and get you over to the website right now. So the reason we're here is because they've released this official website. It came online yesterday, I believe, at the time of streaming this. And it gives a more in-depth look into what they are building over there. Remember, this is Saudi Arabia. So I've already seen a lot of people on the Twitter, on the X, saying they'll never be able to experience it because of their sexuality or something like that. It's very clear to me that not just with Six Flags here, but with the whole Qiddiya City project as a whole, they're building like an F1 thing and stadiums and everything like that. They are very much trying to appeal to the Western market with this. And that's why they got Six Flags in to run this theme park. Six Flags, obviously, a large American amusement park chain. But this is an entirely different beast to what your regular Six Flags park is. Because, you know, they don't really do theming at Six Flags. They just plonk in some coasters and then you might get a Justice League dark ride. That's been cloned all over the United States. But this, like I say, is something else. And we can take a good look in depth into what it is and what they are planning to do. So let's do that now. We've got 6 immersive lands, 5 record-breaking rides, home to 28 rides and attractions. But what are those rides and attractions? Here we go. Steamtown. Cogs and gadgets abound in Steamtown with high-intensity thrills for the whole family. Let's discover the land together, shall we? They have a Vekoma tilt coaster. Now, for those of you who don't know what a Vekoma tilt coaster is, it's pretty much exactly what it sounds like. You go up the lift hill, you go up to the piece of track that you can see the train on here, and then the whole track with the train tilts down into a vertical position and then releases the train. These things are extremely rare. There's not many of them in the world. I think there's one in China. They could be building one in the States at the moment, but the next one is here in Saudi Arabia. There was one meant to be going to Energylandia in Poland. That's been cancelled. That's not happening. So anyway, Past and the future collide in Steamtown, a rustic land full of excitement and thrill. Discover Steamtown, a land of gears, contraptions, and whimsical thrills for the whole family. Dreamed up by chief engineer and inventor Dr. Screamore. Hover at the edge of a waterfall or perch at the edge of your seat, but don't forget fuel up before you leave town. So here we go. Look, Sawmill Falls. Embark on a thrilling whitewater adventure aboard one of Dr. Screamore's prototype vaporizing vehicles. Part roller coaster, part boat. This ride is sure to make a splash. So it's a water coaster. They've got a water coaster here. It's going to be 22.5 meters tall, the size of a 7-story building. Then we have Iron Rattler, and this here is the Vekoma Tilt. So teeter over the edge and peer into the depths of this fast and wild tilt coaster at the Iron Rattler Mining Company. 63.4 meters tall. Taller than the Arc de Triomphe. 118 kilometers an hour. That's around about 70 miles an hour. Around about, give or take. And that thing, it looks the part, doesn't it? It really does look the part. Steel Stampede. Corral a herd of mechanical bulls at this whirlwind spinning attraction. Because, of course, it's a Six Flags park. They're going to have a spinning attraction. To answer Vaughn in the horizontal there, yes, they are two different chats. They are two different streams. They are two different chats. So I've got one chat up there and one chat down here. So you choose whether or not you want to watch this horizontally or vertically. You've got a much bigger look at the playing field, shall we say, in the horizontal stream. So you could always head over there if you want. Don't forget to click the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And, of course, let's continue on looking at this first Steel Town land of Six Flags Qiddiya. Zamperla Nebulous. Sprockinator, they're calling this one. Braved the ascent on this outrageous multi-directional tower ride by Dr. Screamore, Steamtown's chief engineer and inventor. And this is what I meant by, look, they're theming this. This is not like a Six Flags park in the United States. Absolutely nothing like it. Everything is going to be heavily detailed, heavily themed. And we did look at it, obviously, a couple of years ago when it first got announced, and think there's no way this is getting built. This is Six Flags Dubai all over again. This is SeaWorld Dubai. But no, this thing is well under construction. Adventure Junction. Oh, of course, we got a playground, an interactive play area for young adventurers. So that's Steamtown. That's your first land. I mean, look at some of the concept art here, and they are building this thing. Yes, I agree with your assertion there, Shalini. I agree with your assertion there, but like I said, it seems to me like with this, because this is being built by the Saudi royal family, by the Saudi government. Let's face it, this isn't being built by a private company. Six Flags have just been bought in to operate it, essentially. I do firmly believe that they are trying to market this more to a Western audience. They want the Western dollar. They want, and let's face it, if they want that, they're going to have to change attitudes towards certain things. And I'm trying to be a bit, I don't think conservative is the right word here about it, but let's say that their views in Saudi as a whole are ultra-conservative, and if they want to attract the Western market, perhaps they need to become a bit less, big C or small c conservative. Anyway, let's move on to the City of Thrills. Let's take a look and see what they have here. Soar at unprecedented heights and speeds above the heart-pounding metropolis known as City of Thrills. And this here, ladies and gentlemen, is Falcon's Flight. Manufactured by Intamin, it will be the tallest and fastest roller coaster anywhere on Earth. Fly like a falcon on the world's tallest, fastest, and longest coaster. 195 meters at its highest height. Around about 600 feet, just under 600 feet. and 250 kilometers an hour for the max speed. This thing is going to be breathtaking. And they've actually built clear visors onto the trains. I guess that's because obviously you're in the desert and sand will be blowing about everywhere. And going at 250 kilometers an hour in essentially, a convertible car, it could be a recipe for disaster. I mean, already in Abu Dhabi, they have Formula Rossa, which is currently the world's fastest roller coaster. And if you're on the front row of Formula Rossa, you must wear goggles. So they give you the goggles, obviously. But you must wear them because of the sand. So I think that's why they built the visors onto the Falcon's Flight trains, to try and mitigate that. Anyway, moving on. Sirocco Tower. 145 meter tall drop tower. No, thank you. Not for me. Strap into a drop tower ride that shoots you up in the sky for breathtaking views and drops you for an adrenaline free fall rush. Actually, if it's a shot tower, I'm fine with those. I just don't like the ones that take you up, hold you at the top, and then drop you. Shot towers that shoot you up, I love them. I don't know why, but... And then we've got Adrenaline. Oh, it looks like a B&M invert. We've got a B&M invert here, people. Swoop and soar through the air on this fast-moving suspended coaster. It's only going to be 20 meters high, so we're probably looking at a B&M family invert here, maybe 72 kilometers an hour. And then Wind Rider, which appears to be a very poor looking flat ride. It's one of them Zamperla things where you lie down on your front. They are not comfortable, but it is what it is. Jet through the air in a futuristic Windstar glider built by Falcon Industries to mimic the incredible flight of falcons and the sleek design of stealth aircraft. So that there is City of Thrills, as I say, featuring the world's tallest and fastest roller coaster. And I keep having to go back to the fact that it smacks me as absolutely insane that this thing is actually under construction right now. The world's tallest coaster has been topped off. The top hat's done. Okay, it is well underway. Twilight Gardens. Ooh, Twilight Gardens. It's the magic of nightfall and sky of a twinkling light come to life in Twilight Gardens. Step into the enchanting world of Twilight Gardens, where the magic of twilight comes alive in a playground of wonder for children and the young at heart. It is so hot here as well. Shalini in the chat. My God, I've got a fan on over here. It's doing nothing. It's doing absolutely nothing. I had to have a bath before coming out here because I had one this morning and my hair already looked like it was stuck to me. And I was like, nope, got to sort that out. So, yeah, bloody hot. Twilight Express. Join a ladybug on her first flight aboard this exciting roller coaster for kids. Don't miss a special nighttime surprise where flowers glow and a glittering butterfly flutters her massive, colourful wings. Oh, isn't that lovely? Isn't that lovely? Then we have, I am going to butcher this pronunciation right here. Butcher it. Amarit al-Buhaira? I've been learning French. I don't think that's anything like French, but cool off on this interactive water play ride for everyone. The Enchanted Greenhouse looks like a 3D interactive shooter. Take aim with a magical dew sprayer. Help Farasha awaken creatures in an enchanted greenhouse on this low-speed interactive dark ride experience. Wonderful. And the Kaleidoscope Balloons. Glide through the sky in your very own hot air balloon. I bet it's not a real one. That there is we're only halfway through what is being built here. This is nuts. We've got Grand Exposition. Looks like there's going to be a giant Woody there. Maybe a GCI by the looks of that. Marvel at wonders from across the globe at world-famous Grand Exposition. Step right up to the Grand Exposition, a land where history and innovation collide. Here, the spirit of iconic world's fairs from the past come to life with dazzling exhibits, awe-inspiring inventions, and jaw-dropping performances. Get ready to journey through time and witness marvels that captivate and inspire the future of humankind. Colossus. We've got a Colossus here, haven't we? Defy gravity on this hybrid wooden roller coaster standing 10 stories above the theme park. What else have we got? We got a giant... Oh, I do like these. I do like these. Soar to great heights and spinning G-forces on a giant pendulum swing. 53 meters. And spinning at 10 RPMs. It doesn't sound very fast, but trust me, when you're on a giant wagon wheel that's swinging back and forward, that can feel pretty damn fast. Yeah, it is. It is fast. So, I've lost my vertical thing. I've got it back. There it is. My God. Arabian carousel. Step into a carousel of prancing horses and camels, twirling to the sounds of an Arabian melody. I almost wanted to sing Arabian Nights from Aladdin there, but I wonder if that would be culturally insensitive, so I won't. Roundabout. Why is the bumper cars called roundabout? And I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Join a taxi cab derby through the streets of London on this classic bumper car ride. I mean, you can't dress up a bumper car, right? A bumper car is a bumper car. You can't make it fancy. Come on, guys. Expo Flyer. Swing high above the midway on this classic exposition swinging, spinning, swing ride. We're 2/3 of the way there. We're almost done with Six Flags Qiddiya. Discovery Springs. Oh, they've got one of these. They've started putting these on cruise ships. I think it's Sam Perla that make these. They've started putting them on cruise ships. In Discovery Springs, you'll find both aquatic adventure and a tranquil place to relax. Dive into the deepest underwater caverns, float among the sea life, or relax by the shore. Discovery Springs promises all that water brings, heart-pounding excitement on thrilling rides alongside the serenity of the steady tide. I mean, you're in the middle of the desert. Just saying. Sea Stallion. Climb aboard the Flying Sea Stallion, the tallest and fastest rider-controlled coaster in the world. Journey over rivers and behind waterfalls on this interactive roller coaster like no other. There's not much else in here. Look, Zuma Fluma. It's a log flume. An exciting uphill river adventure aboard a log flume ride. Once again, you can't really dress up. I mean, Splash Mountain dressed up a log flume quite well, actually. And now it's Tiana's Bayou adventure. Big splash. Brave and incredible adrenaline pumping. Drop down the side of a river dam and into the waters below. Free floor plunge. Okay. What does that mean, though? Is that just cliff jumping? It looks like it's probably just cliff jumping. Into the Deep. There's another interactive shooter with the same picture being used here. This place is insane indeed, Shalini. Journey into mysterious caves on this interactive dark ride experience. We've got Water Wheel. Prepare to get splashed on this spinning family water ride for young guests, and then Aquatopia, an interactive water playground for young adventurers. And then we get the final land, Valley of Fortune. They've really thought about this, haven't they? They've really thought about this. Legends of unimaginable treasures have led to... I'm not on the ball. I'm not on point today. Ooh, Spitfire. Anyway, a high-speed launch coaster that launches you over 73 meters into the air. I believe it's going to have the world's tallest inverted top hat. And for those who don't know what that is, it's going up and over, but instead of going over the top, you're going under the bottom of it. So inverted being upside down, of course. Then we've got, what else have we got? We've got Skywatch. One of those flying island type things. Rise above the park and view the landscape from a 100 passenger flying tent. Canyon Charters, a soaring plane ride for young aviators, and Treasure Trail. Travel off-road in your very own Jeep on a treasure hunt adventure ride. So that is Six Flags Qiddiya. And like I tried to say to you, this isn't just a dream. This is happening. This is real. Here's some progress. Right here. I'm keeping the sound off because I don't know whether or not this is real. Like, I can't actually believe they've moved ahead of it. We always thought, you know, this was a pie in the sky idea. But no. It's well under construction. Well under construction. I mean, look at this. Saudi, yeah, you got to hand it to them. They can build. They can build. It is well under construction. This here, the track for Falcon's Flight, the world's tallest and fastest roller coaster. You're missing the top elements and the cliff, because it goes off of that big cliff, by the way. You're missing all of that at the moment in this photograph. They're trying to sort of... I just can't believe this place is being built. Honestly, I cannot believe it is being built. So this is the new website. People can sign up for being among the first if you really want to do it. Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. It's entirely up to you, because I know people have reservations, and I understand that people have reservations. So it's entirely up to you whether or not you want to make that journey. Well, I should have transferred on both streams now to a big version of me. Scary, I know. But whilst we do that, whilst I wait, I'm actually taking a look for something here that I watched earlier, because I wanted to show you a video. Let me try and find it, because we were looking at Cedar Point earlier on. Cedar Point is a theme park in Ohio, and this is why I said at the beginning of this stream, if you're a theme park fan, we are eating good essentially at the moment. And we're going to go to a video here from Fox 8 News Cleveland, and this is their reporter Kenny riding Top Thrill 2 at... Hold on, I'm just getting it through there. Right, you should be able to hear it now.
120 miles per hour.
And those of you watching on horizontal should be able to see Kenny. And those of you watching on the vertical should now be able to see Kenny. The Top Thrill 2 is at Cedar Point in Ohio. It's just opened this past weekend. It is a reimagining of the original Stratocoaster Top Thrill Dragster. It used to launch 0 to 125 or around about mile an hour to get you over the 420-foot top hat, but now it has to do a swing launch, so it has to launch 3 ways, forwards, then back, then forward again. So they've built an additional 420-foot reverse spike. Let's see Kenny experience Top Thrill 2.
Okay. 420 feet up. We're going to go up, back, come up, and then, oh.
Here we go, 3. Kenny.
Here we go, rock and roll. Okay, all right.
Go on, Kenny.
Okay. Weightlessness, a little weightlessness, all right. All right, coming back. I got my stomach. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, they just picked up speed. Now we're going back up.
That's a 420-foot spike taken at 100 mile an hour backwards.
All right. Now I want a candy bar. Okay. All right. Now we go. Okay.
And then up over the top hat.
Over the top. Over the top. Oh, that's insane. That's insane.
To finish off a vertical 270-degree spiral back down 420 feet to terra firma. And I saw Kenny there experiencing Top Thrill 2 earlier, and I thought, well, Kenny's got to be featured on the stream tonight, hasn't he? He's got to be featured on the stream. Good old Kenny. That's Fox 8 News. Now, I want to just quickly address our John, who has just informed me that his CT scan was clear. For those of you who don't know and don't know this channel, we have an occasional contributor and good friend of mine called John here on The Real Review, who was rushed to hospital by ambulance earlier on today because he lost several points of vision, and his vision went all blurry, and then ended up with a searing headache. He called 111, the NHS non-emergency service, and they rushed him out in an ambulance and they sent him off to the hospital. So, yeah, he says the CT scan was completely clear. So that's good. It means he probably didn't have a stroke. So that's handy. So sending our well wishes to John. Seems to be that he's probably okay. Hopefully they just want to keep an eye on him, or, you know, he takes care of himself a bit more. That's all I'm saying. So sending out love your way. And don't forget, we are going away on a fortnight of content coming up. So this coming Monday, we'll be going to Butlins in Bognor Regis, and there will be plenty of content to come from there. They're going to look at all of the buffets. We'll show you around the shows. We'll do some daily vlogs. We'll have a bit of fun. We'll have a laugh, and it'll be really good. I'm looking forward to it. The wife's looking forward to it. The kids are looking forward to it. And we're really looking forward to producing some content for you there. Then the following week, I am attending Disneyland Paris with, I will only call her cameraman at the moment because I don't know if she's allowed to say, I don't know if she's allowed to say whether or not she's going there, but me and cameraman, we're going to Disneyland Paris. And we're staying at the Newport Bay Hotel for the first time. We've never stayed there before, so we're looking forward to checking that out. We'll make a room tour, we'll make a hotel tour, we'll make content, and we'll show you around the hotel. We'll do daily vlogs, we'll do construction updates, we'll do so much content. We're going to do a travel video on how you drive from here in the UK over to Disneyland Paris, alternative hotels, because we're staying in an alternative hotel the night before we move into Newport Bay. So we'll show you around that place and what that's like. Plenty of content coming up. So if you haven't subscribed yet, why not? You should have done. So I promised to look at Fantasy Springs as the second part of this stream. So that's exactly what we're going to do. I'm still on YouTube. We're going to have a look at Fantasy Springs, which, for those of you who do not know, is the brand new area in Tokyo Disney Sea that is soft opened now. I mean, it's soft opened. It's not fully open. It's not fully open to the public until June of this year. But people have been showing off POVs and ride POVs and looks at the land, and it looks good. It looks really good. So we'll have a look at, let's say, what's it called? I don't even know what the rides are called there. But there's a ride themed to Tangle. There's one or two themed to Peter Pan. And then there's one themed to Frozen. Here we go. Peter Pan's Neverland Adventure. So we'll have a look at this one first. This video is from Theme Park Insider. We're going to keep the sound off. We're going to keep the sound off because I don't want to get copyright struck. So we'll go here for you. We'll go here for you. Now, for those of you who don't know, this ride system is a bit like the Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man at Universal Orlando, or the other one, Transformers, also there. So you're riding in a boat. You've got 3D glasses on, but your boat is actually a vehicle that's on a base that drives around the track, but it also can spin, can drop, can rock from side to side. So it's sort of like a mini simulator. And as you can see here, this Peter Pan ride is a 3D adventure. It's a mix of screens and physical sets. So we'll keep taking a look through. We'll go through here. This kind of stuff is new to me, so just bear with me. So you're flying on a magical adventure with Peter Pan through Neverland. It's looking like a lot of fun. Oh no, you're going to go over a waterfall. But like I say, your vehicle is not stationary. So your vehicle is rocking from back and forth to side, moving round the building from scene to scene. The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man at Universal Islands of Adventure was also at Universal Japan for a while until they shut it earlier this year. Is my favourite ride on this entire planet. Bar none. No, this is Japan, Shalini. This is Disney. This is Fantasy Springs at Tokyo Disney Sea. So this is their brand new Peter Pan ride. And also, this just sort of shows that Disney in both America and France, basically parks that are run by Disney, are not spending the money to make these amazing immersive attractions anymore. Because Tokyo Disneyland and Tokyo Disney Sea is not actually owned by Disney. It's owned by the Oriental Land Company. It's a private company. And they just licensed the Disney name. They have done since like the 70s or the 80s. And so when they want an attraction, Disney Imagineering come up with it for them, but they basically write them a blank check. Oriental Land Company say, we want it good. We want it the best you can make it. We want it the most immersive you can make it. And that's what you get in the Tokyo Disney parks, more than any other Disney parks in the world. Look, we're flying now with Wendy and is it John and Michael? Yeah, I think it's John and Michael, isn't it? Wendy's brothers. I am out of Pepsi Max, which means I've now got to move on to disgusting Coke Zero. What has my life become? But these are awesome. I mean, this is just a 3D motion-based simulator style ride. So there's no animatronics here, so no robotic figures or anything like that. So this is all screen-based. But it's still really pretty damn cool, because these will be giant IMAX screens. You'll be feel fully immersed in it. There'll be smell pods in the room, and it'll be awesome. It'll be really cool. And look, back to the darling's house you go to end off the ride. I mean, that is pretty cool. I never thought Disney would actually build this style of attraction, but with this particular ride system, I thought that they would sort of leave it alone because it was Universal's thing. But they've gone there, and I think they've done it very well. I think they have. That's pretty damn awesome. That's so cool. Anyway, moving back to me for a minute, because I know they also have a Frozen and a Tangled ride. The Frozen ride, so the I think Rapunzel's Lantern Festival is the next one. So we can have a look at that here. Let me once again flick you over if you're on the horizontal, flick you over if you're on the vertical. So this appears to be an on ride POV of Rapunzel's Tangled or Rapunzel's Lantern Festival. And this comes from Theme Park Insider, but these are animatronics. These are robotic figures. So this is going to look cool. This is going to look impressive. I'm keeping the sound off because I don't really want to be fighting with Disney for copy strikes and all that. Because Disney can be real art. Oh my god. See, this isn't on a screen. These are figures. I'm going to put that sound on just for a second. Okay. That was really weird. Pascal. Okay. I'm actually going to pause that because I'm having some tech issues at this particular moment in time. So I'm just gonna kill that for a minute, and we're just gonna chat. We're gonna talk, and we're gonna say, that is just a little example of what can be done if Walt Disney Imagineering is handed a blank check. Because let's face it, Walt Disney Imagineering are some of the most, if not the most, creative people on the planet. But they are constrained by the budgets that they are given. But when it comes to Tokyo Disney and the Oriental Land Company being the owners of those parks, they just go, oh, here blank check, you sign. Fair enough. And hopefully one day we'll be able to go over to the Tokyo Disney parks and we'll be able to take a look for ourselves, because it is a bucket list thing for me. And hopefully if we can build this channel and get people to come on our journeys with us, at least through the medium of video, we may be able to push on and go further than before. But for this live stream, I'm actually going to pull it. I'm going to say enough is enough. You've had enough of me, and I hope that you all have a wonderful, wonderful night. Or day, or morning, or afternoon, with whatever you are doing. And don't forget, far, far more content to come on this channel, including some Chessington content coming up from channel contributor Natalie. Very, very, very soon. So if you want to hear our autistic, and yes, we are autistic, opinions on theme parks, travel, disability access, movies, anything we can review, we will review for you. Then please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and if you can, become a channel member from just 99 pence a month. And if you've enjoyed this and want to drop us a little tip, pinned in the chat is a PayPal link, paypal.me/QuiddiBricks. You can always drop us a little tip in the tip jar. But for now, more live streams are coming up. We'll probably stream from Butlins, from Disney, and all of that as well. So keep an eye out for that, and we will talk to you again real soon.